Are you getting married today? Are you standing in that aisle watching your beautiful bride-to-be walk down as we speak? We're telling to bugger off because it's Elden Ring time tarnished. Yes! Before I dive into why Elden Ring is worth sacrificing your social life for about 2 months in order to complete the main quest, it would mean a lot if you gave the video a like. It helps the channel out massively, and it also means I get revenge on that girl that told me I had to get a haircut on the tube last week. Or you need a haircut. Shut up, I'm on holiday, I can do what I like. Now, Elden Ring is a fantastic game that will test how stubborn a person you truly are. A game so difficult, you can spend up to 4 days on one boss fight. As in me for the Godskin duo and Malekith. I was stuck in that weird tornado dragon world for a week. It's super difficult, but luckily you can set the difficulty mode. If you want the easy, cowardly way out, pick a magic build. The Ross Hendry production team would like to apologise for the offensive attitude shown there in this video. We would like to report that we do not think you are cowards for picking the magic build. Gaming is about having fun, not being the best. Or you could be a swords and shield kind of build and fight them close range. Or you could play it however you want. I made my character the Hulk and battled everything hand to hand like a maniac. This game is so difficult, but it is so rewarding when you overcome the impossible odds and defeat the many super tough boss battles dotted all over the map. Some are main quest line, like Godric the Grafted, who will make your life hell for the beginners of the game. You will spend hours trying to kill this guy, and once you do, you come out of that castle and realise that Godric was nothing but a little bitch in comparison to the other cretins that await you later on, like Malekith the Black Blade, a super powerful doggy that pulls off impossible aerial attacks and leaves you absolutely helpless. That took me over 3 days to defeat. Elden Ring is unique in that every boss is like an entirely different game altogether. You have to learn when to dodge and attack at the right moments in order to stop every single one of them. They all have different animations, different attacks. They will all slightly delay attacks to encourage you to dodge early, which I did every single time. I would try and remind myself not to do it and then do it and die. And when you think you have defeated a boss, well, think again. Because when you get halfway, and sometimes even kill them all together, they have a second wave and come back even more powerful than ever. By even attempting this game, you will be pushed to the very limits of your mental state and may even rage quit. But that's okay, you quit, recover emotionally and come back refreshed, ready to get curb stomped again for the next 3 hours. However, this game tells you to never give up, as every time you die, you come back slightly stronger, slightly more experienced, a better, more intelligent human being than you were before, and eventually, after dying dozens of times to Malekith the Black Blade, to the Fire Giant, to the Godskin duo, I realised the truth, ladies and gentlemen. I realised these bosses begin to feel that little bit more resistant each time. And the truth is, just like me, you too can rise up and defeat these overpowered demigods like a boss.
You won't put him down. The Zarichi lag is fading here.
I forgot! Take that very
How could you not? You can hit with every single punch. That, oh my goodness. This is cool.
When you first start, you don't have a clue what's going on, and the more you explore the world of Elden Ring, you begin to learn, bit by bit, the story and history behind this wonderful game. It doesn't tell you what's happening easy. You have to go out blind and slowly figure it out yourself. But basically, the Elden Ring MacGuffin has been destroyed and you have to fix it. But in order to fix it, you must enter as a nobody, a tarnished, and rise up to become strong enough to defeat the demigods and terrifying monsters in order to make your way to the Elden Ring. And I'm telling you, I have never had a feeling of completing a game like when I completed Elden Ring's main quest line. I can complete a game like God of War in a few days. This took me over a month! The amount of times you will come painfully close to beating a boss, only to get clobbered at the last second, is heartbreaking, but it only makes completing the game that much more special. There's something so old school about Elden Ring. It feels like a PS1 game, but made with the technology we have today. Because it's difficult, there's barely any cutscenes, the strange otherworldly design of the landscape. It feels like how the original PS1 games I grew up with felt like. Maybe that's the Japanese style of game development. It wasn't trying to be Skyrim or other American open world fantasy games. There's no quest markings telling you where to go. You literally just get dumped in this world and the game's like, right, bye, go explore. There's no help, you're on your own. There's something so simplistic and pure, but it's also such a breath of fresh air, and quite rightly, kick the arse out of every other open world RPG that's come out in recent years. The design of the armor is so gothic and unique as well. The character creation is fantastic. I literally made the Hulk. A very skinny Hulk, but hey ho, what can you do? Go on, you want to try a Hulk build for a playthrough now, don't you? The Godskin duo is a nightmare, by the way, hand to hand, but it felt like a straight slugfest when I finally beat them. Definitely worth the 4 days of utter anguish, I'm telling you. The soundtrack is awesome as well. Every villain has his own boss battle score, and every single one is ace. Even if you complete it, there's tons of boss battles put in there outside the main quest, like Millennia, who will ruin your entire week, or the Lord of Blood, who will ruin your entire weekend, or that big bird thing that turned up and ruined my weekend as well. Or why not test yourself further and try multiplayer? Go online and fight other Elden Ringers to the death in the Colosseum, or invade their world and take their belongings. Every time I did it, the player was just baffled when I charged at them as the Hulk. Then I get incinerated by a big spell, the end. So in the end, Elden Ring is a fantastic game. It's challenging, the design of the creatures and world is phenomenal. The boss battles are difficult, but brilliantly put together. That's why I'm going to give Elden Ring a big fat 10 out of 10. It doesn't charge you extra money as DLC to fight these villains, they're there already. The full game from day one. Thanks for watching, and be sure to give a like and subscribe to the channel for more gaming reviews in the future. And be sure to click the bell icon so you get notified the moment I upload a video. Thanks and goodbye.